Good morning, this is Bob Davies with the January 24th Daybook Concept. What stops behavior contracting 1 through 4. I have 8 circumstances that I'm going to discuss, with the first 4 today and the next 4 tomorrow. Okay, here's the first circumstance that will put a stop to behavioral contracting. By the way, what is behavior contracting? It's making a commitment for a specific action that you give your word you will accomplish over the next 7 days, and then pairing a penalty with that action for non-performance. All right, the first circumstance that would stop this from working would be if the person is not in the right mindset. So number 1 is they're satisfied. They don't care. A person with this perspective will stay as far away from this body of information and program as possible. A second stop, having unrealistic commitments. You don't go from 0 to hero. Take small steps. If the most you've ever earned is $100,000 a year, you can't commit to earning $1 million. Now prove me wrong and go ahead and do so, but you must make commitments based on previous results. If someone says they commit to working out 5 times this week, I always ask, how many times did you work out last week? You know what the most common answer is? 0. Maybe I'll accept, with that in mind, a commitment for 2. But it's not realistic to have such a big gap from previous behavior to a new commitment. So number 2 is you got to be realistic. Number 3, not enforcing the consequence. Now, if a person has money problems, don't accept the consequence of a fine, let's say $100. Also, if you feel sorry for the person and don't enforce the consequence, then you're doing a great disservice to that person. If that's the case, then there's no shift in pain perception, and the person will focus on the pain of the activity when they know that the consequence isn't going to be enforced. And this means that you're paying attention to the pain of the activity, and that's the pain that you avoid. If this is happening, if you are not enforcing the consequence, you are paying attention and you are more concerned to your own comfort than to being of service to the person that you have the contract with. So the last one I'll talk about this morning that would stop behavioral contracting is benefits in the consequence. For example, there's a benefit to you having a consequence where you will take your office out to lunch and you will pay for it. There's a benefit in giving your spouse $100 if you don't do your activity. However, that doesn't mean that it won't be effective as a consequence. Sometimes you just have to have trial and error to see what types of penalties you will respond to the best. Remember, you are tapping into your natural instinct of avoiding the highest level perceived pain, the penalty, as opposed to the pain of the activity. And also remember, this is non-conscious motivation. Not for your conscious mind, this is the non-conscious driver of behavior. For your challenge, you are participating in this to be more effective. Consistency of routine is vital. Keep building the habit of your daily meditation and daily reading or daily viewing of this video. Behavioral contracting is one strategy that we use to manage pain perception and avoidance. A quick note, don't believe everything you hear, see, or read, whether that person is an authority, a religious teacher, or you read it in text. Find out for yourself what is true and what's real for you. You do this by applying and taking action, using a behavioral contract. See what happens to you. For your meditation. My purpose today is to notice that by being more personally effective, it is easier for me to help others. It's not the thing that I get, but the hearts that I touch that determines my success in life. I do touch hearts. I am of service to others. Have a great day.